All right, shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all for being in this live. Big Q representing Tacoma. Much love to the great Saint Think Tank, the mighty Who Dat Nation. We up in this one. Shout out to FanDuel, the official sponsor of the show. Get your prop bets in at FanDuel. In this one, we talking about the Saints among many teams in Ohio State looking at their kicker. And that's Jayden Fielding. Of course, we know every year or so the Saints kind of go around, they look for talent there. But this time around, like I said, and I spoke about this in prior streams, that Kellen Moore is obviously knows his team now. He obviously knows where they're weak at. And we know anytime they're looking at a kicker situation, we know Charlie Smith. We got love for Charlie Smith. He did a phenomenal job. Went 12 of 16 for 75% last year. He was 4 of 6 from 50 and beyond. He collected 49 points. And just was knocked down, drag out in many competitions. And he's a 24-year-old strong leg place kicker for the black and gold, and he did a monster job. But the Saints also are going to look for competition from that role. So let's take a look at this. Shout out to Saints Wire. They made us aware of this scoop right here. They're reporting on it from various sources. Anyway, the most notable changes in any unit the Saints have been in their special teams, bringing in a new punter and returner in a few weeks, and we'll go over that, by the way. It is now clear they also considered bringing in competition for the kicker spot as they looked into 2 different draft prospects at the position thus far, both of whom are considered to be consistent options and likely starters in the NFL eventually. The most recent report of a bunch was Ohio State kicker Jayden Fielding, who has been reported interest from various NFL teams. Fielding is very intriguing option at the kicker, as he has few glaring holes in his game, but he has improved over time as well, is showing very much promise in his game. He had a few. So in 3 seasons of playing time, Fielding went 45 of 57 on field goals. That's almost 79%. Then 178 of 179 on extra point, accruing 313 in his career. And in Ohio State history, he ranks 4th among made field goals and 5th in the percentage, despite only 3 years at Ohio State. You can see that Jayden Fielding was 11 of 13 at the pro day, missing a 55er and a 60. His kickoff was fantastic, with interest from the Browns, Commanders, Dolphins, Giants, Bengals, Saints, Chargers, Texans, and the Jets. The biggest gap in his game is kicking the long ball. He missed each of the last 3 attempts from 50 plus, but his consistency at every other range is strong. He went 13 of 14 from 20 to 29, 17 of 20 from 30 to 39, 15 of 20 from 40 to 49. So working on extending his range will be critical for the NFL jump, but he could be an intriguing developmental option, especially factoring in his kickoff success, which is strong. But is this a potential kicker that the Saints can bring in? Mr. Jayden Fielding, solid kicker, doesn't have the big leg that Charlie Smith possesses, which is the boom him on in, right? His longest was a 57-yarder for the Saints last season, and they absolutely love this guy, right? Love him. He was big in the Tennessee game. He was big in the Jets matchup. So like I said, Charlie Smith had sat on our international, he's from the international program, sat on the practice squad for a while. And when they gave him a chance, boy, he blew the competition out the water when Blake Grupe kind of signaled his own way out with missing. And credit to the Saints being patient with him. But if you're not kicking, and really he struggled when we came out of training camp into the regular season, he just lost his confidence and all this kind of stuff. But we got Charlie Smith now. Now let's take a look at our special teams room as it stands. Kicker Charlie Smith is a phenomenal strong leg kicker that I think a lot of the Who Dat Nation really appreciates him and what he's done last year and looking to build on that success. We bring in Ryan Wright, who's a savvy veteran punter with a strong leg and is a very good directional punter as well. The return teams or the covering teams will love Ryan Wright because he gets a good hang time on the ball. They can get up under there and cover those returner ops, and having him here stops the musical chairs at the punter position. Good to see the Saints putting resources toward that. How about a kick and punt returner, Ty Chandler? Remember him? He's another Viking the Saints added to kind of the running back room, and a lot of people think his value is going to be in the special teams as a kick returner and punt returner. So that is very positive as well. We know about Zach Wood. He's the longest tenured the Saints, and he's a solid long snapper, one of the best in the game. So the Saints doing work, man. Kick return, Ty Chandler. Also, Trey Palmer could be thrown in the mix there as well. And Ryan Wright's there. And, of course, you have Charlie Smith. Fam, listen, these were big. And remember, the Saints did this when they opened up the first day of free agency. The Saints went about the business of signing a punter. People are like, I seen him on social media. The Saints signed a punter. Like, a punter ain't a real member of the team. But if the punter is kicking crappy, you'll show a picture, you know what, about it when the time comes. But the Saints understand they need good kicking, they need good punting, and they brought a guy in. They added Ty Chandler as a kick returner. It's still Trey Palmer's on the team. So it's good to know that they're focusing on these things. And, of course, as we get into the draft, there are scouting more return people to add to the offense and special teams as well, to have multiple people doing this as well. So having these type of players and bringing them in onto the team is only a huge get for the black and gold, man. So I like Charlie Smith a lot. I think he will get better as he moves forward, getting a little competition and bringing in a young kid, to come in and kick against them, whether it's Jayden Fielding or whoever else, bringing these guys in to try to, or drafting them, or probably free agents or undrafted guys coming in to kick against Charlie Smith is not a bad idea. You got to have competition to keep these guys on their square, right? So this special teams unit looks encouraging, doesn't it, fam? It does. Ty Chandler, Trey Palmer, you bring in Ryan Wright. Man, listen, they're right. The Saints are right for improving upon. They really put an emphasis in improving that special teams unit because it was ghastly last year, wasn't it? But anyway, man, what do you think about the improvements? What do you think about this young prospect, this NFL prospect kicker from out of Ohio State and others? Fill in the comments section. Let me know how you feel about how the Saints approach this offseason with special teams in mind. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments section below. Shout out to FanDuel, the official sponsor of the show. Thank you, FanDuel, for being a sponsor of the Coma. Y'all get y'all prop bets in at FanDuel as well. And shout out to our Patreon members and YouTube membership family for all of your continued support. Without you, there is no show, and I appreciate you profusely. With that being said, if y'all want to join join the movement here at the Coma, y'all feel free to go to patreon.com/the Pro Media Network, patreon.com/the Pro Media Network, or join us YouTube page here. Much love. So with that being said, I'm out. Y'all hit that comment section up, man, and let me know how y'all feel about this thing. And I'm going to holler at you on the next one. Much love, peace, and who that to you. Who that say they gonna